Hi, this is Dan Martin with Swing the Pro. One of the cool things about swinging your pro is that a lot of what we need to learn as far as what we think is golf swing positions actually are more a result of function. So you don't need to learn form, you need to learn function, and then function creates form. And what I really want to talk about today is the difference between understanding what we call weight shift versus pressure shift. Most kind of old school golf is when we swing a golf club, it's about having, I'm shifting from my back to my front. But when you actually swing something, that's not what happens, and that's not what tour pros do. And as you get better and better at golf, you start to realize that if I want to create force and speed, I actually have to use the ground. That's a really common buzzword these days. I'm using the ground. Well, you do use the ground to create pressure shifts that allow you to swing. Now, you're going to learn that very naturally if you swing your pro. Here I got my pro without my grip, and I have my impact reminder. And as I get more skilled at swinging something, I'm in the act of spinning something around my body. So I'm rotating my torso to swing my arms, which then starts to create tension along the length of the thing I'm swinging. And then when I realign these forces, then I get a really powerful snap like so. And so that's my swinging action. Now, as I do this exercise, what's fascinating, I'm not shifting, I'm pressing. So as I go back and I wind up my energy, my right leg, it's not so much heavy as it has leverage in the ground. So I'm pushing at an angle this way, which is going to allow me to grit speed this direction. And then as I come through, I'm going to have to create a deceleration profile to get the club to release. And so as I do that, I get pressure back this way. So that is a very intuitive thing. When you just swing an object and swing something that requires centripetal force to stretch it out, the body reacts very naturally. When we swing a rigid golf club, however, we now can put pressure on the club and we can feel like we can move it through our hands. It totally messes up that dynamic. So again, one of the cool things about swinging my pro is I start to learn what it feels like to use the ground on the back and on the front side, and that I'm actually not shifting weight as much as I'm shifting pressure to create speed. So when you're training with your pro, one of the coolest things you're going to get to experience again is the feeling of what your body does when it responds to a swing, instead of trying to think, okay, well, I got to move here and then I got to move here and I got to time things. You really don't. It's a very natural and instinctive reaction. So get yourself a pro and really learn how the body does pressure the ground.